love this blazer because it reminds me of the 80s. You know what I mean? It's just
what doesn't about your aesthetic reminds you of the 80s, Johnny?
That color that you can just go out during the day and at night with.
Sure. That's one way of looking at it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Debatable, the 45-minute long show where we debate the definitive top 10 list. And today's list, that's right, is going to be Popstars. I've been waiting for this one for a very, very long time. Not the least of which is because we're joined today, for the first time ever, by Andrea Rene.
Oh,
and let me tell you,
guys.
like they say on Law and Order, I've been waiting to get you in my court. If that makes sense.
No, the judge does not say that.
The judge just looks and says,
"You need to be unbiased."
You've been talking smack and I heard it.
Well, Johnny, you know I love to give my opinion on all and everything. So this just seemed like a match made in heaven.
This is a perfect topic for you. I'm very, very excited. Of course, joined in this chair, sitting for the first time close to me. I don't know how I feel about this. Greg Miller.
Hey, how are you, Johnny?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good to see you again.
You look great today.
You
know what I mean?
I like your aesthetic today.
Well, it's one of those things, everybody. I've noticed something. I went and watched a bunch of the Debatables back to back to back to back, and I lose a lot. And it's because I try to make the rational argument. I try to use facts in my argument. I try to do that.
Okay.
I've decided if you can't beat them, join them. So I'll tell you, Johnny, we're on the same page for a change, all right?
Oh, wow.
All right,
Greg,
I've pegged you wrong for a long time,
let me
Johnny.
ask
Sure,
you.
you're a snake, a backstabber.
Well,
you work with Xavier Woods to make my life a living hell.
is a
But
great
I
human
respect
being.
it. Much
He's a
like
great
the
human being.
Grabbler and his pal.
Stogie.
Man, I'm just saying, you and Nick are so similar. I respect it.
Man.
I gotta respect it.
What's the old saying?
When every Debatable now, I'm gonna have to set it aside, I guess. Come in and just roll with the punches.
There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you this question.
If you're an audio listener, I'm
What was your first choice going to be today?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
I mean, you really want me to go right there?
No, just tell me what it was. What is it?
Give him a fake first choice.
I don't know it. No, I don't know. Is Johnny playing with me or real with
Johnny
me?
doesn't play.
Obviously you have to come in and say the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
Number one. It's going on number one on the list. There it is. Game recognizes game. You know what I'm talking about? Game respects game.
I appreciate you gave me that point because it's similar to how the first time you went to Wimbledon. You know what I mean? They were like, sir, you're not registered for this. And you're like, well, watch this, and you won.
I walked in because what happened was this. I had just finished watching the seminal film Karate Kid. And if you remember correctly...
Wimbledon, because that was a movie, you know.
I've never heard of it.
Okay.
In that movie, Johnny, no, not Lawrence. Whatever. Ricky Martin, the fucking kid that plays the main character, the Karate Kid, walks in with Pat Morita. And they're like, you gotta be a black belt. And he goes, oh, okay. Steals someone else's black belt and gives it to the Karate Kid. Like Ralph Macchio goes out there, wins the thing.
Right.
Same with me. I didn't even have a racket at first one.
Sure, yeah.
I came in, I was like, I need to borrow your shoes and your racket.
Right.
Crushed it.
And John Mack
Come at me.
like, here you go.
Johnny Mack, throwing your racket. Speaking of which, Andrea Agassi, real nice guy. Andrea, what is your first pick today?
Well, my first pick...
Do you have to explain the show and how the rounds work and shit?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Somebody's first show.
I forgot about that. So round one is going to be like this. Kevin, bring up the list right now, if you can. Here it is. We have 10 picks. Each one of the contestants to my left get 5 picks, and I'm going to rank them accordingly. Of course, Michael Jackson already on the list because somebody wore a shirt that I love. That's how this show goes. Ultimately, it is up to my decision as to where everything ranks. That's round one, and then we'll go into round two, and I'll explain that to you later. Of course, this episode of Debatable is brought to you by MeUndies and Robinhood. We'll get to those sponsored messages later as well. Andrea, your first pick.
I mean, that's a strong number one. There's an argument to be made for Michael Jackson to be the number one pop star of all time. But I would say maybe the only other person on planet Earth that could compete with Michael Jackson as number one, Madonna.
Woo! Woo! Now, I will say this. Madonna has had a great career, still going more often than not. Just pops up every once in a while.
Really? I thought she was done after that Austin Powers song.
No, I think she still pops out every once in a while.
Sure.
Of course, Michael Jackson, as everyone knows, dead.
Right.
Dead as a doornail.
Right.
I think what you are forgetting about Madonna is that she doesn't need to keep releasing new singles in order to maintain her success. She can do amazing sold-out concerts all over the world because people love her legacy music so much that they will pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to go see her perform.
Sure, I'm just saying though, Johnny, when we sit here and talk about a legacy, you know what I mean? We have to talk about the entire discography, and we can't act like it hasn't fallen off a cliff.
Well, of course, but I think I'm going to maybe burst your bubble a little bit and remind you that there's a whole generation of people out there that don't know who the Jackson 5 is.
They don't
I'm not saying it's right. In fact, It's bloody
not right.
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But it's just facts.
Get on your game, LaToya.
But Madonna, everybody knows Madonna.
Everyone, you think compared to Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Everybody know. More people know
Yes.
Madonna than.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yes. I
Bullshit,
do.
Johnny. Order in the court. She's in your court. I cut my hand on your damn podium.
Yeah, be careful. It's very sharp
Why?
and cheap. Because it's made out of just steel and rust. This is a hard one. I assumed when I saw this topic, I assumed these two would be gracing the top 5 of this list. You guys have come. You guys are nothing if not awesome and predictable. So, now Kev's already put it on the list, and I'm telling you right now, Madonna does look good at number 2. We're gonna put her at number 2. Keep her at number 2.
That's what I like to see.
There it is, right there. How's your hand doing? You
It's
need a little
good.
ice?
No, it's fine.
You want to put a little ice on that?
No,
The Ace's
sure,
ice.
sure, thanks.
The
You know
Ace's-
what?
Oh, you're gonna bleed. You really cut your hand open.
Oh yeah.
You have this weird thing
I feel
where
like
I've
this is
noticed.
actually a worse
do we
idea.
need
Yeah.
Because it's
Cool
got
Greg
your
to bring
hand
in a
bacteria.
Bacteria.
No, I need a beer. I'm just gonna let it go. This
Cool
show,
Greg, can
I've
we get
thought
Greg a
too
Corona?
hard.
We
I've
have a
thought
bag
too
of
hard
frozen
on this
peas
show.
in the house.
I've thought too hard about it every week, and I lose every week, so now I'm not gonna think at all.
There you go. Oh man, you finally get it.
Roast some dirt
and
on
now
it.
the
Now you finally
now the
get
apprentice has become the best.
Here we go. Strap in for the best debatable of all time.
Now let's go back and forth. So Andrea, you just picked, I know, but you are at number 2 on the list. So I'm going to give you one more choice. What's your second choice?
All right.
What do we
So, my second choice is, and I would make a play for number 3 here.
Or number 1. You're trying to get yours at the top of the list. So you got to argue hard.
Okay. Well, if I'm gonna go straight to number 1, then we got to go Elton John.
Woo! Bun. 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 Bum, 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 bum. I will say this. I love Elton John.
Yeah.
Oof, he's good. You got to give me more. Why Elton John, though? Give me an
Why?
argument for this.
I mean, the exact reason you just did. Elton John is instantly recognizable music the world over, and he's still performing like nothing today. He gets on the piano, and magic just happens.
It's so good.
And how many times have you been part of a sing-along where Elton John's song comes on the radio, and everybody just instantly knows all the lyrics? I mean, that is like the definition of a pop star.
Are you excited or cautiously optimistic for the up-and-coming biopic starring Taron Egerton?
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I did think that Rami Malek did a fantastic job portraying Freddie Mercury, and I was also cautiously optimistic about that. Being a big Queen fan, I would say Elton John even bigger than Queen.
Oh, way bigger
right?
than Queen. Way bigger than Queen.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Kevin, but
he
as the only person who's actually been knighted here.
You're Sir Johnny Ace.
Yeah, it's Sir Johnny.
Oh
That
my
was-
gosh, I missed that.
I think that was
sir.
a joke 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
From one sir to another, he is Sir Elton John. He is
Sure.
a knight
Yeah.
of the Queen's court.
Sure.
The Queen's world. The Queen's.
And I
Right.
think beyond just music, what
Yeah.
he represents to millions of people around the world, from a perspective of a man who really drove home the gay rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't compete with that, you know what I mean? Madonna, she's great, also a big gay rights advocate. Michael Jackson, he's great, also, a big African-American advocate.
Mm-hmm.
However, Elton John, still above both
I mean,
of
he
them.
wears shiny clothes too, which I like.
He does wear shiny.
Man
Michael
knows how to
Jackson
wear
wore
some
a shiny
sequins,
glove,
right?
but he never
did.
really wore shiny
Yeah,
other
yeah,
things.
The
Exactly.
glasses, the bell bottoms, the shoes.
But I mean, okay, let's not even entertain this. Elton John above Michael Jackson? Have we all gone mad?
No.
No.
Okay, just
No,
making sure.
we
Just
have
making
not all
sure.
gone
Just
mad.
making
I
sure.
will say this look at Elton John. I love as a musician. I think he is a cut above Madonna. Having said that, this is not, unfortunately, the top 10 musicians list. This is the top 10 pop stars list.
Pop, pop!
And I don't put Elton John as a pop star. I respect him too much to give him that moniker. So we're going to put him at number 3. That's where we're going to put him right now.
Okay.
Greg, what is your next choice?
My next choice is let's stop talking about old things. You know what I mean? Elton John. Here's the thing. How am I going to counteract Elton John? A fantastic musician, great songs,
Yeah.
right, like that. But has Elton John ever had a miss? Of course he has. Multiple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the one thing Elton John doesn't understand either as
Dancing.
a knight? He doesn't understand freedom
Yeah.
in America. You know who embodies freedom in America better than anybody else? In
don't-
pop
I can't
music?
wait. I don't know, but I
Taylor
can.
Swift.
Wow.
Right? We're
Okay.
talking about this.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Oh,
a young
you mean that country music star?
bootstraps artist who started as a country music star.
Yeah.
Mm.
Usually a badge of death You will never leave there, Brad Paisley. Back to your corner.
Jewel did the opposite. No one's ever heard of her again.
Exactly.
No one's ever heard of her
Taylor
again.
Swift started there, right? Pulled herself up through the American dream of being raised wealthy in Pennsylvania and then moving to Nashville.
Real hard being beautiful and super.
And then she said, you know what? I'm going to cross over. She crossed over with the country music and then became the biggest pop star of today.
Disagree.
The biggest pop star of today. She's never missed.
She's not even that.
Her best song of all time. Ours isn't even. It's a B-side you had to get at Target off of that album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She sells out things. You like shiny things, Nick. You should watch that Netflix special where a Kind of Funny best friend is there in a Kind of Funny shirt, and
awesome.
she's wearing all sorts of shiny stuff. And she's got stages that, and you want to talk about songs everybody sings along to. You're telling me what? Every time a hater's gonna hate, come on, you ain't singing. You know what I mean? You're not out there right now, Johnny Ace.
That's just one
partying down?
song. So she had.
What? You want me to run down her discography?
So she had Shake It Off.
Mean.
Cool.
Red. We're never
the
getting
fuck
back
is red?
together.
Do you know the
name was red.
Literally.
Flashbacks in echoes. Tell me. I mean, you know, don't ask me about a Taylor Swift song. I'll sing every goddamn one.
No, here's
He
my
will.
point
He
though.
will do it.
Just because you're a
Rebuttal.
super
Go.
fan of T Swift does not mean she's the biggest pop star of all time. Does she deserve a place on this list? Of course she
Biggest
does.
pop star walking the planet right now.
But I mean, she's like a number 9, 10.
Number 9 or 10.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you're thinking not clearly here, Greg.
Oh my God, you're kidding
I will
me
say
right
this.
now.
You're
I will
letting
say
your
this.
personal bias get in the way of the top 10.
No, I'm letting my personal taste, and I am a taste maker, and I understand what makes
Now-
pop music popular.
Now, this is a tough one because I hate to agree with Greg. We know this.
Johnny, come on.
Do you, Johnny?
But T
Do you?
Swift-
Is this a new thing in
How
our
many?
relationship?
How
And I
many
hate to
songs
bu- I hate to
of Taylor
bump-
Swift do you know by heart? How many?
I mean, I don't, but I know what I hear.
Like
It's like
one.
porn. It's like
Like
porn.
one.
It's like porn. I see
It's
it.
like
I know
porn.
It. You know, I don't know what. I can't define
He's
it.
trying to do the Supreme Court thing, but he's just caught on porn.
It's a fucking record. Ladies and gentlemen,
God.
Taylor Swift going in at number 3, gonna bump Elton John down to a 4. We're bumping John.
T
We're
Swift?
bumping.
And honest and respectful judging by you, Johnny
Wow.
Ace. I like
Let's
that.
pull up the list
'Cause
right
we're
now for the
talking
audio
about-
listeners.
Show it to everybody.
Let's show it to
listening.
everyone here, Kev.
You're
This
talking
is-
about
this
Michael
is madness.
Jackson, Madonna, Taylor Swift, the holy trinity of pop music. I say stop it right here. Just stop the show right here. I win.
You're out of your mind.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
You're out of your mind.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm introducing a new rule today called the Johnny Ace Daily Double.
Woo!
I have a pop star in my head right now. Okay. The first person to get to this pop star
Right.
gets to rearrange the list. One person.
Oh, fuck
you. Get
you.
to put one of your
Okay.
lists up, one of your lists down.
Okay.
Now you're not gonna know which pop star this is, but I'm sure it's on one of your lists.
Okay.
And if it's not, you both lose today. Do you understand me? You both lose.
Wow.
Kevin and I win. We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Okay, fair.
Okay, let's
Just
see if
but
we can
fair.
hit. Greg,
Just but fair, yeah.
what is your next choice?
I'm gonna go with Prince. Purple Rain,
Prince is
Raspberry
phenomenal.
Beret, the 1989 Batman soundtrack, Johnny. And I
I
don't know.
was gonna go with Prince too.
Well, he
This
got
is the
to it
problem,
first.
though. I think we're gonna have a lot of overlap here, Johnny.
Well, that's why
What
you
do
got
we
to
do
play the
about
game.
it?
gotta
You got to
get
play
in.
the game.
It's
You got to
strategy.
play the game.
You come out of the gate
We're taking
strong.
my 5, your 5, throw them in
Okay,
there, and then we
it's good
argue
because
about
Taylor
it.
Swift was not on my list.
No.
Oh, it's right there. You can't just. We're gonna listen to anything else she has to say today, Johnny. You know what I mean?
Are you colluding?
What? No, I'm not colluding at all.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying
I mean,
that, you know,
his li- his
sometimes great
list
minds
is-
think
Johnny,
alike.
if you,
I will say this. His
please
list is.
assure me that you're going to be non-partial.
I am a fair and balanced and completely balanced human being. But I will say his list very much catered to my likes. I will say that, and it's winning me over. Because
Okay.
Prince is one of the best musical artists. Again,
Yeah.
the problem is
Don't
this though.
disagree.
Do we put Prince in the pop category?
Yes.
Firmly. Okay.
Yes,
So
done. It's
Prince is
over.
going to go.
Right.
Here's
Best
your
thing-
problem though.
Best thing to ever come out of
firmly.
or touch Minnesota.
That's true. Best Prince song. Go.
Oh, Raspberry Beret.
There it is. Here's your problem. Here's the problem with you, Greg, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that I feel like you are on this one a victim of your own success. In that I got to put Prince higher, which means Taylor Swift's gonna get bumped one down.
That's
Prince
fair.
is going right above.
Wait,
I'm gonna put Prince above Madonna.
wait, was Prince
Fair.
the Daily Double?
It's fair.
No, Prince was not the Daily Double.
Do we want to? Did we do that?
Well, no, Kevin, it's throughout the show. If
Got
any
it.
of us get to whatever Johnny's
Got
talking
it.
about,
Exactly.
we
Okay,
get
I
the Johnny Ace Daily
misunderstood.
Double.
Thank
2
you.
aces up the sleeve, I believe we call it.
That's what they call them. Double Ace.
Double ace. My apologies.
All right. As it stands right now, list number 1. And we'll pull this up when
Wait,
Kevin's
I'm
ready.
sorry. Where does Prince?
Prince is
go?
going right, firmly at number 2. Firmly at number 2. Underneath what some call the king of pop, Michael Jackson. There you go. Right now, let's pull this up. Here's your top 5 as it stands right now, going into the back half of round 1. Number 1, Michael Jackson. That's Greg's pick. Number 2, Prince. That's Greg's pick. Number 3, Madonna. That's Andrea Rene's pick. Great one, I might add.
Done this well before.
Taylor Swift coming in at number 4. That's Greg Miller, and Elton John rounding out the top 5 from Andrea Rene. And then this is where it gets interesting, okay?
Yeah.
Because I can't remember who just went. I think it was you.
Yeah.
So Andrea, you're next.
It's my turn.
Go for it.
You might know her as America's sweetheart. Some call her the princess of pop. The one, the only, Britney Spears.
Ladies and gentlemen, fuck! We've hit the daily double. There it is right there. Bom, bom, bom. I'm going to tell you a little story from Nick Scarpino's catalog of his past. Sitting in the dorms.
Wait, is this a story Nick told you, Johnny?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't do any of this.
Okay.
Sitting in the dorms, the cafeteria of UC Irvine, eating just as much food as possible because it was all free, so none of it made sense. Just keep eating all this time. Looked up one of the monitors they had. Was it like a prison? Kinda, but they kept all the inmates well fed. That doesn't matter.
Was Nick eating like this?
Nick
over
was
the food?
just crushing it. Looks up, sees a young, very good-looking girl in a schoolgirl outfit on TV, and just fell in love from that point on.
Fair.
Did she have some troubles? Times? Yes.
Every pop star does.
But every pop star does, okay?
Taylor Swift
Did she
has it.
shave her head and do all that stuff? Can't remember if that was her
That was
or
her.
the other
It
girl.
was her, yes.
Great.
Hey, she
Did
bounced
she marry
back from it.
K-Fed? Bad mistake.
Yeah, sure.
But whatever. It turns out he looks like actually kind of a good dad. We'll see. Who knows? Andrea, you get your pick. Where does Britney go on the list? This is where you're going to put her.
I think Britney is gonna go to number 2.
Woo! There it is.
Now, I should have, if I was playing ruthlessly, put her as number 1, but let's be honest.
You can't.
Over Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that would be hard. That's going to get you a lot of hate
It'd be
mail.
ringing false, Johnny, and I'm trying to make a concerted effort to be reasonable here.
I respect you, and I
That's why
respect you
you'll
for
lose.
that.
But
Give up all your scruples like I did, Andrea.
the thing that
This is anyone's
Prince
game.
had never done that Britney so masterfully succeeded at, and was
Yeah.
really arguably the first to do so, was merchandising.
Yeah.
And now all the young pop stars coming behind her are getting their perfumes and their handbags and their shoes, but Britney did it first.
This is very true, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be a little disappointed, not because of your pick, because I just ran out of sugar-free Red Bull, and that was really where I'm at right now. Greg, rebuttal. What's your next pick or rebuttal?
And
Or whatever.
he's actively bleeding, so we should get him a Band-Aid.
Nice, fine.
It's
He's
just
tough.
I'm tough. I'll cut the other fingers.
I just don't want you to get your blood on.
Kevin, can you
No, it's
slack
fine,
cool
don't worry.
Greg, ask him for 1 sugar-free Red Bull and a paper towel for Greg?
Oh, Greg!
There it is.
Or yell.
The rebuttal, of course, is that Britney Spears is a fantastic pop star. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Yeah.
We all have these moments growing up. Of course, Nick Scarpino, much older than me. He was in college. I believe I was in junior high when all this happened with Britney Spears.
It's actually probably accurate, sadly.
I think putting her above Prince, I really can't even argue. I'm not going to disrespect the choice. I'm not going to argue about that. But I'm going to come back with somebody who perhaps, and I'm not arguing even that is better than Britney Spears, right? But somebody who is an amazing pop star in her own right, ladies and gentlemen. The late, great Whitney Houston.
Oof.
Okay? I want to dance
Rest in
with somebody.
peace.
Another
Yeah.
one of you want to talk about a
Paper towel.
career. Give me a Band-Aid, right?
Yeah.
Give me the Band-Aid.
You got to put a paper towel on that.
No, the Band-Aid is just going to keep that'll just keep it going.
You're going to suck the moisture out of it with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Band-Aid?
exactly. Britney Spears, fantastic. I'm not trying to argue that Whitney Houston's better. I mean, maybe a longer career. You know what I mean? Maybe more hits over time. You know what I mean? In terms of Britney, I'm not toxic. Baby one more time. Don't get me wrong. But Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody. Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard. And you know what I mean? Crossing over. Now, of course, Britney did Crossroads. Didn't play out as well for her. You know
Justin
what I mean?
Guarini. Not in that movie.
That was
I was
Kelly
thinking Kelly
Clarkson.
Clarkson. Thank you. Not to dive back into another past episode of Nick Scarpino's
Oh, you have more
history,
information about Nick?
but he remembers distinctly sitting in that theater. Okay.
Oh, sure.
At the end of one
Costner.
Bodyguard movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner, not one to express his feelings. He's a man. He's
Yeah.
bottled up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But he clearly loves Whitney Houston's character in that, whose name escapes me at the moment. She gets on her private jet.
The Bodyguard.
She starts going away. We hear the song start.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the key change.
Yeah.
Plane stops. Stairs go down. She runs to him. They're not going to be together forever. Maybe their love doesn't last forever, but in that moment, it is perfect.
Yeah.
And so is Whitney Houston. She is going to go, ladies and gentlemen, right below Prince.
Nice.
That's where
nice.
she's gonna go.
Well played. Good call.
Right there.
Good call.
Right there. Greg, staying alive in the top 5. Andrea, it's anyone's game though, but you're gonna have to make up a little bit because you gotta knock Greg down 2.
It's true.
What's your next pick here?
I think when you talk pop stars, you think amazing vocals.
Yeah.
You think diva. You think someone who's had a lot of number ones. So many, in fact, that she has an album called Number Ones.
Oh, dear.
Miss Mariah Carey.
Ooh, shit. You got me feeling emotions right now, I'll tell you that right now. Oh my God,
But
yeah,
I
it
love her
is.
classic stuff too when she's got the big hair.
Yeah.
So good. And
she can
she's
do the
still looking amazing today, still singing amazing.
She's still
An
wearing the
8
can?
Nope.
octave range, Johnny.
She's
8
insane.
octaves. It's almost unheard of in the vocalist world.
This is, you are not making it easy on me. Normally Greg picks some off the wall ones for comedic sake, but they're easy to poo-poo. You guys are coming out
I came to
swinging on
win.
these.
I came to
you
win
did come
today.
to win.
All right, guys?
My gosh, okay. Oh, this is
I mean,
a hard
we're
one.
talking
Kev,
about
I gotta
a
go.
woman who has tied Elvis Presley for number ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Name me 5 of them, Nick.
You only need to name the Christmas one. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that is
on.
fucking good. It's Love Actually, Greg. It's Love Actually.
Christmas song of all time.
Fuck, that's good. I can't
That's
argue.
good. No, you go. Mariah Carey gotta go on at. We're gonna put her on at number 4. Yeah, we'll put her on at number 4. That's hot. That's a good list. That's a good top 5 list. Here's as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen. Going into the last few picks. Michael Jackson number 1, Britney Spears number 2, Prince number 3, Mariah Carey number 4, and Whitney Houston number 5. It is 3-2. Andrea? No. Greg, what's your next pick?
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're strategizing now. This is the look of a man who's here to win.
Hold on.
Go ahead. While you do that,
No. Oh, no, you can. Oh,
I'm
no.
just gonna pour this.
Okay. Pop music is a genre of popular music that originated in its modern form in the United States.
Ooh.
The term popular music and pop music are often used interchangeably, right? The terms popular music and pop music are often used interchangeably.
Yeah.
Johnny Ace.
The Ace Man.
What I'm gonna give as my final pick here, my final of the 5, right? 4 letters, and I'm not sure how you feel about them. A, C, D, C.
Wow.
Popular music, Johnny.
Okay.
With
So
some of the biggest bangers of all time,
Are you bringing,
Johnny.
if you're bringing groups in, that
I'm just
changes the
saying,
dynamic of
I'm
this
just
list
saying,
altogether.
Johnny, AC/DC, are you kidding me?
AC/DC is a
Thunderstruck.
rock band. What are you even
Shoot to
talking
Thrill.
about?
Varsity Blues.
This isn't the best
Iron
rock
Man.
band of
You
all
kidding me?
time.
Remember when
We're talking
Iron
about
Man
rock
comes in
bands?
playing it? You
There'll
know
be a
what I'm
whole
talking
different
about?
list. Johnny, come
I'm
on,
just
see
saying
reason
popular
here.
music.
When he's like, he calls them reindeer games.
It's awesome, guys.
It's
I love that
great.
movie. Avengers is so good.
Let's watch that
Are you
after
excited
this.
for the next one,
Oh
Endgame?
God, Endgame's gonna be great.
can't
Some
fucking
people
wait.
forget when we move on. Not us.
Not us.
Not us. Listen, I love AC. The Ace Man loves AC/DC. Just actually partied with all of them.
Wow.
Well, the remaining people, I think one of them. No, they're all alive still.
They are
One of them's
definitely
kinda
not all
deaf.
alive still.
Are they not? Oh no, Angus just died. One of them's deaf too. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, the guys, the
Oh,
lead singer's
pity
going
points
deaf.
then for the list. You know?
No,
'Cause
it's
I mean,
true.
if they can put up that much popular music.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Pop stars.
I love AC/DC, but to call AC/DC a pop star
Sacrilege.
would be to denigrate what their great legacy. They are going at number 11. Number 10.
I was like,
why are there 3 more
on there?
picks?
When you do the thing where you paste and move lines,
Yeah, I
extra lines
understand.
get added. I feel for
Because you
Kevin.
said last, and I was like, wait, there's 3 more. What the hell's going on? So unfortunately, I cannot put them on the pop list.
All right, flew too close to the sun. on that
You
one.
did,
Sorry.
but it was a great call. It was a great call. You're still winning, though. I want to point that out. Andrea, what's your last pick for round 1?
Well, there's only one spot left, and so there's just one woman who immediately came to mind that needs a spot on this list. And Johnny, I would ask you, are you ready for this jelly? Beyonce needs to be on this
Ooh,
list.
Queen Bee. Oh, shit. Oh, this is a hard one.
Her best work was Destiny's Child, a group. She should be disqualified.
How dare you?
I don't know about that.
Crazy in Love? What?
Oh, that's great. I love
Did you hear any of Lemonade? That album is revolutionary.
That's R&B. That's
Here-
all R&B,
That is
not
pop.
music.
That is
not pop music.
absolutely pop music. What kind of an artist can just surprise drop an album overnight and have it immediately jump to number 1? Telling you,
Weezer's new
Beyonce.
album is playing right now in Fortnite, but you don't see me tossing them on the list.
Excuse me, did they even chart with that? Also, half those covers are garbage.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
it's
I
no
say.
They are bad.
the Black Album, not the covers album.
Oh, I like that new song they did.
I know, because
Pop-
Weezer's
Pop-
awesome.
Pop-
Weezer's amazing.
Okay, here's
top 10 greatest bands.
All the
Weezer
single
number-
ladies, Johnny Ace. Come on, don't tell me you haven't done that dance.
I have done the dance. Here's what's gonna go. We are gonna put Beyonce firmly below Madonna at number 7, knocking Taylor Swift, Elton John, and AC/DC down. And here's how this is gonna stand. Here's where we are on the top 10 list. Bring this up, Kev. Michael Jackson, number 1, that's Greg's pick. Britney Spears, that's Andrea's pick. Prince, number 3, Greg's pick. Mariah Carey, Andrea's pick. And number 5, Whitney Houston, Greg's pick. It is 3-2.
Can't believe Madonna's underneath Whitney. It's just sacrilege.
It's tough. It's tough. But again, if Madonna had chosen to do The Bodyguard instead of that weird movie she did with Willem
Austin
Dafoe,
Powers.
oh, that was a weird one. Body Heat, I think it was called, something like that. No.
A League of Their Own,
No.
Johnny. A League of Their
she was
Own. How she was so amazing in
Gina
that
Davis
movie.
carried that movie and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Okay? And she would have been nothing without Rosie O'Donnell in that movie. Nothing.
Agreed.
I say that
fair,
right there.
you're fair.
People give Rosie a bad rap. Unacceptable. President Trump.
And I would say Whitney would be nothing without Kevin Costner in that movie.
Oh, God, you're right.
It's too late. The list is
It's
cast.
the list is cast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into round 2. Before you do that, we're going to...
How the fuck is AC/DC on this list, Johnny?
Well, they might get knocked off.
Well, there's
next
still
round.
2
We'll see
more
what
rounds for you to try to bump them off if you can do it.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see if you
We
got the
There's plenty of
cojones.
game left, Andrea. Plenty of
Okay.
game left, and it's anyone's
Okay.
game right now. But we're going to take a break real quick to tell you about our sponsors. The first of which is MeUndies. I need everyone to ask yourself a question right now. One very important question that is your underwear making you happy at this very moment? Or were you not even thinking about your underwear? Wouldn't you like to be wearing wearing underwear that is so soft that you feel like you're making love to an actual cloud all day long? Well, I've got one word for you. MeUndies. That's right, MeUndies is a great offer for the listeners. Any first-time purchasers right now, when you order MeUndies, you get 50% off your first pair and free shipping, or 50% off and free shipping. Greg, you wear MeUndies right now?
I do. I am wearing MeUndies
Which
right
ones
now,
you got
Johnny.
on? Which one we got on here? Let me see them. Proofs in the pudding. Pixar didn't happen.
Just the perps.
Just the perps.
Purple Rain. For Prince. One, two.
We love MeUndies. We're a MeUndies household here, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard us talk about them a lot. This is a no-brainer. You can get that 50% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on. To get this deal, you get free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/morning. That's MeUndies.com/morning. Next up, we got Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETF options, and cryptos, all commission-free, while other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade. Robinhood doesn't charge any commission fees, so you can trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Plus, there's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy to understand charts and market data and place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. You can also view stock collections, such as 100 most popular. With Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood has given listeners of Debatable a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. Here's how you take advantage of this deal. Sign up at morningshow.robinhood.com. That is morningshow.robinhood.com. All right, back to the contest, ladies and gentlemen. We are in round 2, and here's how this is going to work. Patreon.com/kindafunny is where you go to support everything we do here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you have done that. You have backed us over at the bronze tier to be a part of this show, which means you get to put your suggestions for what these 2 contestants should argue on this wheel behind them. You can see it right here. Here's how this round works. The person who is trailing behind gets to spin the wheel first, and you're going to have to argue what this person's pick is, and then it'll go to Greg to argue a second pick, and then we'll see where we land. Was that your mic?
That was my mic pack. Thank you.
No problem.
Andrea, you are behind in points. Give it a spin. Let's see what happens here.
You're gonna lose. Number 9.
Number 9. Oh. This comes from Krajuki, who has backed us over on patreon.com/kindafunny at the bronze tier, and his number 9 is Enrique Iglesias.
Get out of here. Enrique Iglesias in the top 10 pop stars of all time? Not having it.
You're not doing it.
She's not even gonna
You're not even going to argue it?
Wow.
Wow, bold.
I will say
Bold.
this. I'll argue for you.
Sure.
I would argue that he needs to be at number 10 to knock AC/DC off this list because
Fair.
having them
Johnny,
on a pop star
look at
list
you
is going to
bringing
be a
some
bad
reason
look.
to the room.
Bad
I
look
can
for us.
be a hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. Oh yeah.
Let's put Enrique Iglesias at number 10.
Damn,
and let's
that was
knock
cold.
AC/DC
That was
off
cold.
the list here. We just got to clean this list up a little.
Sure, fine.
Okay.
Sure.
Can't go out like this. Not
Kevin.
like this. Not
Yeah.
like this.
What's up?
Can you put Enrique Iglesias at number 10?
I'm doing it. It wasn't on the thing, so I have
Ah,
to.
and right spelling. My apologies.
Yeah,
I thought
no
you were
worries,
just
no, it's
not
fine,
me
don't
back
worry
there.
about it.
Love you.
Close enough.
I get to spin now?
You get a spin now.
Or do you want me to hold something
I don't want
here?
you to do anything for me, all right? You just knocked ACD off the list.
Wow. Well then.
You're my opponent today, Andrea, not my co-host.
Okay.
But we are having a pizza party after this. I'm pretty stoked.
Pizza!
I'm so excited about this.
I got number 9, but it's closer to number 10, so just give me a number 10.
Now, here's a question for you guys. We haven't really talked about this. You brought up groups.
Hey, I gotta argue whatever's
No
on the
one's
paper.
argued groups.
I gotta argue whatever on the paper.
I just assume groups is a whole separate list.
No, that's so
I
silly.
feel like,
That's a silly
you know what? No. I'm calling it right now. Groups should be a whole separate list.
Oh.
That's not fair. So we're going to move up to number 8, which is also a group. And then we're going to move to number 7, which is a single person.
Okay.
Lady Gaga.
Oh! Who am I playing for?
You are playing for Arvel Kreinide.
Thanks for the support on patreon.com/kindafunny. Lady Gaga just became what? She just won an Oscar, right? Which makes her the first performer of all time to win the Oscar, the Grammy, and the other one that I don't remember. Lady Gaga, of course, calling her audience the monster.
Not true,
Lady
by the
Gaga.
way. That's completely
There's something.
false.
There's something.
Fake news,
This guy's
Greg.
called,
something.
it's called the EGOT, and she's not an EGOT
She's
winner.
not even close
She
to
just
being the
did
first to win
for
the EGOT.
Whatever. There's something Lady Gaga just did. God damn it. And there's no you're wrong for me to search. I'll find out later. Anyways, though, fine. Throw it out. All right?
Okay.
First off, she killed it. She won an Oscar.
Crushed
Amazing
it.
performance
Crushed
there.
it. Very
Yes.
tan.
Great
Very
song.
tan on the Oscars.
Exactly.
Too much
Great
fake
song
tan.
Little
with
too
Bradley
much.
Cooper, right? But let's go back even further. Remember, she was a songwriter for the longest time, right? She had written one of the Britney Spears songs. Can anybody help me? There was this Britney Spears. No. Whatever her breakout hit was, she wrote for Britney Spears, and Britney Spears passed on it, and then she did it and launched her own career.
Yeah,
but
she
she was there
crushed it.
helping people for a long time, making amazing pop music, and then she came out and started making her own, calling everybody monsters, doing this thing.
Yeah.
I remember Scott Brown used to do it work all the time.
Scott Brown loved Lady Gaga.
And she crushes it, and the best thing was, she was weird, and she told you to embrace your weirdness, right? And that was the thing, and she's been very open from the beginning, right? That like, yeah, I'm a weirdo, and like, did you see this thing after the Oscars, where there was like a Facebook group when she was in college, it was like, you're never gonna be famous, and some, like her ex-boyfriend was like, when he was breaking up, was like, yeah, you're never gonna be anything, and she's like, you're not gonna be able to walk into a fucking deli and not see me on the TV or on the radio, and she did it. She made bold claims. She went out there and did it. She wore a meat dress. Her music's catchy and great, and sometimes it's alluding to sex. And I know you like that, Johnny Ace.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga's a pop star.
Talk about the Super Bowl performance.
Man, she performed at the Super Bowl too. And let me tell you, I definitely watched that and did not play video games
Listen,
instead.
came down-
Johnny,
she came down
listen.
to the thing.
Greg is not wrong that Lady Gaga is a great pop
Yeah.
star, but is she one of the greatest of all time?
Yes.
Not yet. I think she still
You're
has
crazy.
a little way to go. To
I'm going to say
prove.
this. If
She
Taylor,
took a
Taylor
back
Swift's on
seat.
this list, Lady Gaga should be on this list too.
Well, I
is a
would
hard
argue
one.
that Lady Gaga is definitely a better vocalist, but T Swift might be a better songwriter.
Oh, I don't know. That's hard. Now, Kevin has highlighted Elton John here.
Don't let Kevin get in your head.
Now, here's the thing about Elton John being on this. Kev, bring this list up. This is a hard one. Because I love Elton John, but again, I feel like to put Elton John as a pop star is to denigrate him a little bit.
right.
But
What do
also,
you say, he's a rock star?
I would say he's just on a higher level of musicianship. than
He's on a
just
different
pop star.
plane altogether?
Well, you know what I mean. Like you think
He's
of
like
him,
a
you
Paul
put him up.
McCartney, right?
Like the Paul McCartneys, the Billy Joels. Like he's in that category.
I'm sorry, what it was is that Lady Gaga becomes the first female artist to win all 5 big awards in one season. So you're right that other people have done it. I'm sorry. She's the first to do it in one season.
What is that? What are the big awards? She got an
Just
Oscar
fucking
for.
take the headline and walk away like
you're
I
talking
did, all right?
about,
Why
like,
is everybody
the
like
SAG
this?
Award, the Golden Globe,
Oh,
the
that makes sense. I was
Oscar.
gonna say because I looked up that night. I was like, I wonder if she's an EGOT winner, and she is not. She's not even close. She's only won Grammys and Oscars now.
Yeah.
So
She
you
has not
kicked off
won
the season
any.
after winning Best Original Song at the Golden Globes.
I believe she was Emmy nominated for American Horror Story, but didn't win.
I believe so. And then I don't think she's ever done anything Tony worthy.
Whatever, you're already not putting her in the
Definitely
top
not,
10.
but
Who
she
the
will.
fuck
She'll get
cares?
there.
She's got plenty
Bad
of time.
pickle.
If I were her right now, I'd be like, I want an EGOT. I want to be a double EGOT. That's what I want to do.
A double EGOT.
Yeah, win them all twice. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
She
Fuck
hasn't even
it.
won
All
them
right.
all.
That's what Johnny did. at
Lady
Wimbledon.
Gaga going on this list at number 9. We're gonna bump Elton John down. We're gonna bump him down.
Oh, were you bumping him down?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Enrique Iglesias
if you
does not
put
belong.
Enrique Iglesias on the list and bumping Elton John, we're gonna have a fight.
Just saying, like, you did lead in
Fisticuffs.
saying.
I did, but you know what?
Slaps,
Here's how it
something
works. Here's how it works. See that? Little juke.
Oh,
move.
now
Little juke
I know
move.
what you're talking
See what
about.
I'm
Or when she
saying?
came from the rafters in the Super Bowl. Okay.
Remember that?
Sure.
You don't remember that?
I do remember that. I do remember
The
that.
drone light
Yeah.
show, it was pretty amazing.
It was fucking awesome.
It's like spiders. Like, she was like a
She was like a
spider.
spider. She was very much like a spider, and we respect that here.
And I'll tell you one thing right now. This mic is having issues.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It popped off my neck,
off.
and then now Johnny's
He
trying
just
to
got
fix
so
it. But Johnny's
angry,
not.
Kevin, that his
I got it.
microphone
I
just,
got it.
fell off.
Oh my God! And I'll tell you what, right now, watching this Super Bowl this year, could have used Gaga back.
Oh my gosh.
That Maroon 5 performance. Although I will say this, the Ace has become a huge fan of Maroon 5 since that, and he plays it every time Andy's in his car with him.
Is it just
to
because you
torch-
want to get Adam's tattoos? Is that it, Johnny?
Where, are they real tattoos?
Yes,
Is
they
that
are.
for them? Man, I saw the best criticism is like he looks like a pop star that Target would put together. All right, going into round 3. Used to be called the Vita Veto. Now it's called the Aces Wild Round. Ladies and gentlemen, here's how this works. There is one trivia question that has been given to us by our Patreon members, patreon.com/kind-of-funny. Back us at the bronze tier, and you can submit your trivia questions. The person who is trailing behind, which is unfortunately Andrea Rene right now, gets one shot at answering this question. If you answer this question correctly, you can change this list however you want, one move. You can put one of your people anywhere you want. You can stick them squarely at number 1, whatever you want to do. Okay?
Got it.
Very important round here. And I think I slaughtered that. It doesn't matter. Today's trivia question comes from Krajuki. Asks, how many studio albums has Taylor Swift released? A lot of Taylor Swift today.
Why did you pick a Taylor Swift song knowing that it was Greg's forte? That seems like you're cheating here, Johnny Ace.
Oh, man.
Seems like you know that Greg
Take a point away
makes
from her.
Taylor Swift characters in every video game he plays if the options are
Because she's the
available.
greatest pop star of all time. I'm sorry, I can't argue with facts.
All right, let me do some thinking here.
While we have a second here, I appreciate your commitment, but like, I think you've done more episodes than Jared now. You don't have to remind them it was called the Vita Veto. Nobody's gonna be like, what happened to the Vita Veto?
You're right. You're
fucking-
absolutely right.
Jared sucks.
He does suck.
All right.
I hope he's doing well.
I'm gonna go with 7.
7, final answer?
I mean, yeah,
That is incorrect.
of course
That
it
is
is.
incorrect.
Is it 6 or is it 8?
It's 6.
It is 6.
God damn it!
It
I
is
knew we should
6.
have gone
And
with
I'm not
6.
counting the Christmas album, so it's 6. Because that's
Wait, is there
like
a
an
Christmas
offshoot.
album?
If there's
That's-
a Christmas album, then it's 7, Johnny.
That's not a studio release. That's not one of her main discographies.
What? Yes, it is.
No.
What? No, come on.
At that point, then you have to go through and troll her entire thing. The answer is 6. How many Taylor Swift? Here are my Taylor Swift albums.
It is 2006 Taylor Swift, 2008 Fearless, 2010 Speak
Now.
Now, 2012 Red,
Oh, sorry, I didn't see.
2014 1989, and
Reputation.
2017 Reputation. Wow, she puts out an album pretty consistently there, which is
Goddamn
probably
right she
why
does.
she's squarely in the middle of our list.
Fuck you, dude.
All right,
Fuck
ladies
you.
and
All
gentlemen.
those are bangers, and you know it.
That's fair.
Think about it when you listen to. Think about the stories you're telling about Nick. Think about when he heard Reputation, and in first season, I'll save it.
I mean, you're in the lead. Don't turn a yes into a no. You see what I'm saying? Kev, bring this list up. Going into the final round, here we are. Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Prince, Mariah Carey, and Whitney Houston rounding out the top 5. It is 3-2 for audio listeners right now. Andrea, you got one more shot
Thank
at pulling
goodness.
this thing out. Okay? Here's how the last round works. You get to argue one final thing. Each contestant gets to pick whatever pop star they want and argue for 60 seconds on the list. But here's how this works, though. You can put a new pick, you can put an old pick, or you can pick one of his and argue for that. And if you have more of a compelling argument for why, for instance, Prince would be the one I'd argue for,
Okay, go
why
ahead.
you can steal his pick. You're in the lead, so you get to go second. Go. Give me your final pick.
Oh, wait, if he's in the lead, then I should get to go second to make the final argument.
Is
Greg, you're in the lead. Go.
How did she own
It's
the
a
show?
good,
6
it's a good
seconds
point.
on the clock, and we're
Very
going?
good point. Yeah, 6 seconds on the clock, and go.
Britney Spears should be number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Michael Jackson has had a hell of a career, but Britney Spears launched pop music as we know it. Are you kidding me? Think about it. She comes through the gate, and then what happens? Christina Aguilera follows, and then a million other acts follow too, right? We wouldn't have Willa Ford, Christina Aguilera. She was was spearheading the female pop star movement, which while boy bands were becoming the hot thing in the 90s, right, or the early 2000s, she was running through hit after hit, amazing music video after music video. Again, yeah, merchandising is one way to say it with perfumes, but it's that she changed what MTV was. She was TRL. She made it must-see viewing. And then yes, guess what? She did shave her head and go crazy for a quick second. And then guess what? She came back and is killing it in Vegas over and over again. And people are going there. They're selling out these shows. They want to be a part of it. Britney Spears is pop music!
Rebuttal. Do you have a rebuttal for that, Andrea Rene? Why should Britney Spears not be at number 1?
Also, I just made a better argument than it.
It was a good argument, but I just want to know.
The reason why Britney Spears should never be above Michael Jackson is because what Greg is failing to remember is the reason why someone like Britney Spears could come in and be successful on MTV is because Michael Jackson did it first and had been doing it for over 20 years, but before Britney was even fucking born. He created the iconic sound of pop music in the 80s and the 90s. If you look up the best music videos of the 80s and the 90s, you know who it is? Michael Jackson.
It is Michael Jackson.
He was a visionary, a creative genius, and not to mention the dance moves, Johnny.
Yeah.
Not only was he vocally fantastic and he had genius ideas about music composition, he backed it up with this iconic choreography, put together stage shows that sold out around the globe. Millions and millions of fans the world over mourned Michael Jackson. Britney Spears will not move that needle. It just isn't gonna happen. I love Britney. We all do. We all love the snake and the bikini.
Oh, slave for you.
Right? Like,
That was the thing.
So
that was a
good.
moment in my life.
but think about the moonwalk. Would
Yeah.
anybody even know what that dance move was without Michael Jackson?
Andrea?
I'm Googling for some of the things she's talking about. I just keep coming up with Michael Jackson in like child stuff. Is
Listen,
that the legacy we're talking about?
Listen. We're not going to talk about that. Okay.
She's talking about the, legacy.
We're not going to talk about child stuff.
Who will be,
Oh, if
what
we're
you'll
talking
be
about
But I will
that,
say-
then we gotta
listen.
talk about drug use, okay?
Okay.
We're
Well,
talking
we
about
can't.
that, everybody goes off the
Let's not. Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's not.
Swift back to the top of the bullet.
Let's not talk about Prince, okay? Let's not talk about Prince. List is gonna stand as it is right now. I cannot, in good conscience, put Britney Spears above Michael
But did I
Jackson.
make a better argument to steal that? Do I steal the pick? Is this
No,
not my pick?
no,
There's
you did
no
not steal
way.
the pick. You did not steal the pick.
You should have kept her at second, dude.
It stands where it is.
Oh, that's a good idea how the rules should work, Kev. Good call.
Was that keep her at second?
That's how it works. That's how Greg.
Well, I say you can steal a name, so I didn't know. So I have to be able to move it.
Yeah, you can
That's
move it or
good.
you can steal
Good
it,
to
whatever.
know. Good to
Didn't
know.
move first place last time, but
It's
he's
true. And he had respect. He brought respect into the studio, which is why he won, if memory serves
I
me
believe
correctly.
I am too. I'm finally playing the game the way it was meant to be played.
Well, you're winning right now, right?
Thank you.
We talked about this. Andrea, what is your final pick? What is your argument? What do you want to do? You want to move a list? You want to steal someone? What do you want to do?
I want to move someone.
Okay.
And I want to move Madonna.
Okay.
Because I think that her impact on the world of pop music cannot be overstated. I think she absolutely needs to be at number 4.
Oh.
I think
bold.
it's Michael, Britney, Prince, Madonna, Mariah. All people you know instantly by their first name.
Sorry, I was supposed to give you 60 seconds, but I mean, you don't even need it. That's solid.
I mean, she created the pop star before Britney even existed. Like a Virgin, Material Girl, Vogue, True Blue. Johnny.
You
Rebuttal.
know, Johnny,
Give me a rebuttal.
search your heart, and
Yeah.
you know that Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston are better vocal performers than Madonna.
But that's not what defines a pop star.
You know
pop
that
star
their
is the whole
discography is
package.
better.
It's fair. Talent
You're
has
making
nothing to
that
do.
argument.
Talent has
Why
nothing to do with
is
pop
Britney
stars.
supposed to be number 1, Greg
You know
Miller?
what, Miss?
She
First off,
lip-syncs
I want
to
on the
all of
record
her songs.
I've been accosted by
Johnny,
Andrea Rene in this
he's
episode.
completely being hypocritical here.
Johnny,
he
you
just
gotta
tried
play
to make a play for
you gotta
Britney
play
to be
it.
number
Can someone
1.
get her under
Now
control?
Whitney, now
It's
Whitney.
my rebuttal.
Vocalist?
Here's the thing, Greg. You're wearing the shirt, you got the look. You know I love you. And I probably have to see you for the rest of the day. But Andrea's
I
making a
fucking hate this
compelling
show.
argument
I fucking hate this show.
to move Madonna up to number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, what just happened there, Kev? You moved her down.
Oh, my bad. I got the wrong fuck.
Go ahead and undo that.
Wait, hold on.
We'll wait. It's okay. Madonna, gonna go up to number 4. Right. Wait, how did this work? That's not how that list used to work.
I hate this
You
show.
coming down?
I hate this show!
Is that right?
No, that's not right at all. That's not what it was at all. Undo a bunch of times. You bummer.
No, Kevin, that's still wrong.
What is happening?
What's the fucking list?
No, it was Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Prince, Madonna,
Mariah.
Mariah. Is that how it was?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's how it's.
Let's do that. All right, let's
There
bring
we
this
go.
up
Hold on,
when you have a
hold
sec.
Well, we were still missing someone.
No, Elton
Elton John's
is number 10.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, here we are. Here's how the list stands. Number 4, with a red bullet. There it is. Number 1, Michael Jackson. Number 2, Britney Spears. Number 3, Prince. Number 4, Madonna. And number 5, rounding it out for our winner, Andrea Rene, is Mariah Carey. 3-2. Greg's losing streak continues. Congratulations.
Thank you so
You are
much,
our winner
Johnny.
this week.
Listen,
You're our
Johnny,
winner. That's a great
I don't
looking
know
list
why
right
he
there.
got so upset.
Because every week he fucks me over, Andrea!
No, Greg,
you don't have to be here every Thursday getting run over! Fuck!
Greg wasted a pick with AC/DC, Johnny.
He
I
really
don't know how to
did.
tell him that was his own fault.
He was trying to play to me, but I am impervious.
See, I thought if he was trying to play to you, maybe he'd go like a Justin Timberlake or even
Well,
like a
the thing is
Bruno
this:
Mars.
we were talking about no groups, but had anyone at any point mentioned NSYNC, that would have gone to number 1.
What about George Michael?
George
I
Michael
mean,
also on the list. Lots of people we left off this list.
Yeah.
This, I believe, though, is a solid list.
Very
it's not
solid.
bad.
It's a
Not
pretty
bad
good
at all.
list.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what we got right, what we got wrong in the comments below on this here video on YouTube. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe here on youtube.com/kindafunny. And if you're listening to this on podcast services, that sounds good too. Rate us over there and tell your friend about it. You got a friend named Mike? Be like, hey, Mike, we were talking about you on this show, Debatable. Let us know what you thought about our top 10 Popstar list. Thank you to Andrea and Greg for being our contestants
Fuck
today.
you!
And make sure you guys check back next week, 11 a.m. here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames if you want to watch this live. It was a doozy today. We had a good 20 minutes of bad stuff happen where we had to talk to the chat while we had some technical issues. So maybe you missed out on that. Kev, I'm selling it for him to watch it live. Until next week, I love you very much. Keep debating.